I forgot to add myself to the stage. Happy Thursday. Good morning, our buddies. Oh my goodness. And so it begins again. Can you even believe it's December 18th? December 18th, 1980. 1983, I'm going to guess. No, 1984. 1984. Getting ahead of myself. My husband and I got engaged. How about that? Here's a little trivia. A little trivia. So, good morning. There's our dear Jacqueline, and there's Carol. Good morning. Good morning. It is very nippy here in New Jersey. I came on just a few minutes late because I remembered out by my comfy chair was a Christmas greeting I received yesterday. So when more of you come in, I want to show that off because it's very wonderful. All right, so I've got some tools out. I need some Twinchies. Most of you will know what that is. And the problem I'm having now is I know we've all done this, but I do it quite regularly. Well, one part of it I do quite regularly. I have things housed in certain places and then I change my mind. And so I move them. So in this little jar, I had my little mini paper clips and bulb pins. Hey, Linda. Hi. Good morning. Good morning, Tim. And I decided, well, I'll just keep the paper clips in here and I'll move the bulb pins. And I knew I had probably one or two bulb pins still in here. So that's what I'm looking for. So I did. I found one bulb pin in there, but it's busted and I can't get it open. And to that, my dad would say, Lucky Eddie strikes again. This one I can't get open. So I'm on the hunt for one more bulb pin because I want to see if it's going to work for what I have planned right here. And this little pin, Joyce, good morning. This little pin's a little too long. I mean, I think I can make it work, but I'd really like to try a bulb pin. So that's my dilemma right off the bat this morning on Thursday, December 8th. Vale's here. Good morning, Vale. Come on in, get comfy. All right, so what I did was take a file folder and I cut them up into 2-inch squares. Now, most of you here would know that a Twinchie is a 2x2 square. And an inchy is an inch by inch. So I decided I wanted 2x2s. So for any replayers that may not know that, or folks that might be new to our kind of art, they're called Twinchies, what I'm going to work on today. Now I've got a blank canvas, so I want to jazz it up a little bit because my plan is to then from this little hole hang a shrinky dink. Oh, she's not sitting correctly. So I want to hang a little shrinky dink from this little card, but I don't want it just to be blank. I'm saying, look, I've been messing around all morning. I got ink stained fingers already. So I want to do a prototype, and then I need to make, quite a few of those as I go. So now this Twinchie is not done. It still needs to get the shiny coating. So I think it'll look really cute on there. So my thought is initially I will maybe ink the edges, and I'm going to use my little ornament, my little light bulb stamp around the edges. And then the little shrinky dink will just dangle right in there. You know, Joyce, that's an idea. I do have them. Let me just try that. Great minds. Great minds. Now, what did I do? There it is. It looks like the cap part of it is bent a little bit, but I would think I should be able to get that out, but it's not cooperating. Oh, Joycey, she did it. Great idea, Joyce. All right, now where's my little kid here? Now, most of the shrinky dinks I'm going to use are going to have a hole in the center. This little chick's got one on the side, but I'm just going to see. It might still dangle a little too far, so I might have to just put a little tape there or something. All right, so now it's not going to close again, but that's all right. Yeah, it's still going to be a little long. Okay, I just wanted to know what I was dealing with here. So I'm going to probably use my other pins, and I will probably just, this baby's going in the bin. I'll probably just put like a little double side tape right there, so that will stay in the center, and then it can be taken off or used the way it is. So I pulled out some of this archival. I've got red geranium. I'm going to try the red. You know what? I should do red and green. Let's pull out a green. I think I have a nice green. Now, I don't often use a lot of my colored inks. I don't know why, but I just don't do it. Oh, were they the ones by Soto, Joyce? I think that the company name starts with an S, and they have sometimes they have little animals and stuff with them. I know you do love red. You know, I've come to discover. I think red's probably one of my favorites, but not my favorite. Okay, let's see. My drawer here is not cooperating. Let's just pull it out. I like green. It's not very Christmassy, but lo and behold, look. I've been looking all over for that this morning, and it's in here with my inks. That's when Lori says, "Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus." Okay. All right. Excellent. Now, what I also need then is another little sponge. Let me see if I've got one that's a little more in the green family. Not that it matters, really. This one will work. All right, how about it? I think I'm ready to rock. Ready to rock and roll. Let's get this little blending tool. 2 little round blending tools. Okay. So I did kind of a fun thing yesterday. Well, it was fun for me. It was an exhausting day yesterday. I had my follow-up for my hearing aids, and the gal that is helping me with that, she has twin daughters who are 6. They're 6 years old, and one seems to be very really kind of old for her years, and the other one is ADD and all over the place, and she really loves art. So that kid has just been on my mind. Our son is ADD, so I can relate. And this was, I don't know if I told you guys, I know I told Jacqueline, this little girl makes clothes, starting to make clothes, but she's so rambunctious. Her parents are not ready to let her have like a sewing machine and things like that. So she improvises and uses, are you ready, a stapler. And she's making clothes for her cats and her dolls and all kinds of stuff. And she's making clothes for herself. Of course, she can't wear them out in public because they're put together with staplers. Look, this one's crooked. Let's just straighten that out. Now, these are going to be my testes. I shouldn't say that, testes. Sorry, excuse me. Rewind. My test cards. Oh, this one's got the fold in it. Don't want that one. Okay, let's get rid of that one. And so I just feel like the Lord put it in my mind that now these kids have art supplies. That's not the thing, but oh, here's another one. Look, I didn't see that. I don't want to see it's got the fold from the folder. Let's get rid of that one too. All right, so I've got a couple here. Now I've got more cut, but these I'm going to just test and see which I like better, like what direction I will go. I find that I can, if I need to do a number of pieces, if I work a couple out first and I have a plan, then I can do like an assembly line kind of a thing. That kind of just works for me in my brain. I re-inked my little ink there with my archival ink. So I think first I want to ink the edges and see what that looks like. So anyway, this little gal's been on my mind. So I put together a little goodie bag for them. Now I could have sent it to the office, but I knew I was going for a visit. So I took it. Now yesterday, this gal had a rough day in the office. They do hearing tests and stuff for folks, and their system was down. So she spent quite a bit of time on the phone with like her tech people, trying to work that out, and she got behind in her day. So she had a lot of patients or customers waiting when I got there. So I didn't really need a lot of her time. I am really liking my hearing aids. And so I just gave her a report on that. And then I got to share with her my little goodie bags. That was what was most important to me at that point. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I just get a kick out of doing this stuff. Anyway, so I explained to her what I did. And what I decided to do is not only include in the little goodie bag like little flat back gems and jewels, but also I gave them each a little thing of washi tape. And what else did I put? Oh, I put in some shrinky dinks and some fabric, of course. And I decided to put in a zine. So I folded up 2 zines plain that they could decorate. I decorated one like as a sample to show them because I'm not sure that they know about them. And then for the little art girl, I did 2 green because that's my favorite color. What I did for her in her little bag, they were pretty much the same except for a couple of things. I put the instructions on how to fold the zines. So I did one, opened it up, and then I numbered it. Number 1, you fold here. Number 2, and I think she'll be able to follow it pretty well. So I'm just trying to quickly explain this to her mom. Well, she was she said the girls are going to be thrilled. She said, I'm going to tell you why. She said, because the one that's, all movement and motion, the one that makes the clothes, she loves art. So she likes making little books to do art in. But her other twin, she likes to write stories. See, I was concerned that the second twin wouldn't be so interested in the art side of things, right? So it turned out she likes to write stories. So the little zine's just going to be perfect for her. So I'm so excited. So Jamie is the mom's name. She said she'll take pictures of the end result so she can show me. So that made my day. Doesn't take much. All right, so I want to say around the outside border, and maybe I'll do, well, I can try 3 different things, 3 different scenarios. I know, right, Jay? All right, so I think in the corner here with the little light bulb, now I should have a piece of scrap here to test. Oh, that makes a nice impression. Okay. I think I want to do like, for in a corner, like, a corner one, and then just put some down each side. So let's give that a go. Blah, blah, blah. All right. I got to make sure I've got my light bulb going the right way. All right, so I want to go this way and this way. And I'm going to do that in each corner. Now, it might end up being too much, but we'll see. Now I'm going to turn it. I hope you can see okay, because I didn't bring my camera down. Actually, when I first went into her office and told her, your artsy daughter has been on my mind, and she said, can I send her to you? Because she's driving me crazy. She's driving me crazy. I'm like, oh my gosh, I would love that. Well, maybe this is too many, but we'll see. These little light bulbs, when they lay on the ground or whatever, you put them away, they want this. So let's see. Now I'm going to need my Sharpie. Now I just had that in my hand. Where did I put it? I'm going to need my Sharpie pen. Bum, bum. Oh, you know what I want to see? Yeah, so I think this is going to be good. So that'll be good, right? All right, so now Sharpie pen, Lori. Let's try to stay focused here. I really just had it in my hand. I can't imagine I put it anywhere else but where it's supposed to go. But I didn't see it. Bum, 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 bum. I have so much wrapping left to do. The house looks like a total bomb because I've got wrapping paper and all that jazz. Oh, this is just silliness now. I really like how the Sharpie pens write. Okay, let's fight with the drawer. I have some new ones down here. Let's see if I can put my little mitts on one of those. It doesn't look like it. Oh, wait a minute. What's that? Note and souls. All right, plan B again. I have this other little pen, which we'll see how this one should be okay. It's not as nice as the Sharpie, but this one's, oh, it is marked. Oh, this is a jelly pen, a jelly roll. So this should be fine. All right, so now I'm just going to make little, the little wire that goes in between and connect all these light bulbs. Oh, ran off the page there. Yeah, that kind of goes in the top and then comes out the side here. All right, so that's one scenario. Now, of course, I want to color in those bulbs. So I think that's going to work for that scenario. Now, this one has been MIA for a while. Oh, see how nice that is? Now see, this just says rubber stamp on it, but this one here says Judith. And when I was using this last time, Peggy said, I think this is the brand of this one. I haven't looked it up, so I'm not sure. Now, this is much bigger. So I guess, yeah, that's the right way, I guess. So maybe this might end up being a combo. Yeah, that's really large for this for the Twinchie. Um, this is why we do the practice. Though I could put berries, right, on this. Boy, I wish this was smaller. What do you think? Do you think this would look funny if I put a couple of the little bulbs in between on this? Or you know what? I could do half. Um, Maybe I should just do them all the same. I really like the light bulbs, the Christmas lights. Oh, I need some on the bottom. Wait a minute. That doesn't look bad. Now let me try one with just a portion of the holly leaf. See, this is the real fat dowel. I just figured somebody made these, like not a company. This one's like a fat crayon, like that a toddler would use. This is kind of not as comfortable to hold the handle, and this is nice and long. This is the bomb. I mean, I could have 30 of these. Not the same image, but I'm gonna have to look that up. That is a really cool stamp. All right, so I'm going to go off the page a little. Oh, yeah, I like that better. Did I put everybody to sleep already? There's Terry. Good morning, Terry. All right, I want to show you my Christmas greeting. Up. I'm getting way off. No, do a little bit up here. Well, if I get bored, I think all three scenarios kind of would work. See, that looks cute, right? Thanks, Terry. So now I want to let this dry really well. Now, this is supposed to be archival ink, so it should stay if I put moisture on it. I'm thinking about possibly some watercolor in the on the holly leaves. And I could use watercolor actually on this too. It would go maybe faster and wouldn't be as intense, of course. Something to think about. Okay. So I got a Christmas greeting from Kimberly 557, and she made a tag. Look at it. There's Gail. Good morning, Gail. So she made it on a heavier stock. Now, this I was thinking she did maybe on some kind of a brown paper, and this feels textured. So maybe she used some textured paste. Hey, Kelly. Good morning, Kellyanne. Kellyanne, how you feeling, kid? She put a little fabric here with a little joy to the world, and she got a little tag. It's real heavy duty. And then she gave her little greeting there. She put the year, Kimberly 557, and she always calls me girly. See, and this is texture too here. So look, I mean, this is not rocket science, but look how wonderful this looks. So this is going to go in my not so everyday. I'm going to find a page. Well, I'm saying that's going to go in there, but I've got the wrong not so everyday out. Isn't that a surprise? Surprise, surprise. Well, I'm just going to put it in this one so I don't lose it. I don't want to lose it. Same concept, just a different Not so everyday. This not so everyday still has some empty pages, and as you can see, it's getting quite yummy. So this was just a a regular little notebook with a graph paper on it. Is that that's what they call the boxes, right? And I went through originally and put watercolor on all the pages to give me just a base to start. And I did that with my jelly plate. I just spattered and threw paint on my jelly plate and then just push this down. Hey, Ange. She can't stay. She's out shopping. Ange, I'm telling you get things done and you're always on the move. You're like my sister Jackie. My sister Jackie makes me tired because she's always busy out. I'm busy at home doing art stuff. So, that's, I'm seeing if I have a page that looks more, not so bright and wackadoo. Is that maybe it can just go in behind my lips. I don't care if it sticks out the top. Oh, look. That's perfect because I was thinking I was going to have to build a pocket. Now, silly me, I should have brought this down a little, but that's just, see that? I love things that stick out the top. So that's perfect. All right, so that's going to go in there. Thank you, Kimberly. I absolutely love it. It's gorgeous. Love it. So we're going to tie this back up, put it aside, and then back to the project at the end. Twinchies. Twinchies. All right, now let's see. I took my sweater off because I was getting warm, but now I'm chilly again. So I have heat in my room. It's baseboard heat, but I have so much stuff on my table. And I have stuff like pushed as far, like I push it to the limit. Push it. And so some of the stuff hangs over the back of the table. I mean, the baseboard's at the floor. There's no fire hazard issue because it's not on the heater, but it blocks the heat from coming up because I have boxes pushed. And then, of course, I have things under the table, not pushed up against the heater again. Not saying that, but enough to where it takes the heat a little while to get out in the room. This is a project, I've been wanting to do for years and rectify, but as soon as I straighten it up, I mess it up again. So there's that, it's just life. Life in the art lane. You like your journal? Oh, my journal? Thanks. Yeah, it's yummy. I love it too. My new one's starting to fill out a little bit and look good. I just did have it in my hand, but who knows where I put it. Who knows? All right, so here's the deal. I got to get this, Devin. Good morning. All right, you girls in Canada, are you getting regular mail like envelopes or just? I think at one time, Vale was saying you were just getting packages. But are you getting like envelopes? And is your mail kind of back to normal? Could one of you let me know? I would appreciate knowing that. Okay, so I'm going to get out my Winked Stella because I'm going to do the caps of the light bulbs like I did the other day. I'm going to try the gold. I think I did silver the other day. And then I got to decide what I'm going to do. Gosh, I'm thinking some glaze would be nice. You did, Devin? Okay, I haven't been in there. Our life has just been crazy. Um, so I'll check that out. Oh, thank you so much. I'll tell you one thing that I haven't figured out. I should have asked I don't know what to call this gal, hearing aid specialist. I don't know. Boy, I wish I had this in different colors. I have to put that on my list. Because my hearing aids are synced to my phone, whenever I get any kind of a notice, I hear it in my ear. So when someone sends me a message, and it's not too okay. Okay, Devin, thank you so much. I don't know if Kimberly has a channel. I would say Kimberly 555. I haven't sent her a message yet. I think she's on Instagram, and does anyone else know? Kimberly 557. I know she's in Dee Dee's, I think fairly regular. I think she lurks here. Occasionally she'll pop in. I know there for a while she was helping take care of parents and stuff, I think. Oh, she isn't? Kimberly's not? Oh, oh really? She's only on X? Hmm. Okay, so that answers that. I know the last time I think I saw her in chat, and I'm guessing it was my chat. She was either going to her parents but it's been a while. Devin, I mean, yeah. Yes, mail is normal. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Um, Boy, I'm thinking I like to glaze these holly leaves. Roll out the holly. Do, 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 do. Okay. I digress with the singing and dancing and see how my brain goes in the rain. Silly. The other day, I guess it was yesterday, because I had my appointment. My husband had his appointment. Here's the deal with the hubs. He was scheduled to get his stitches out Friday and have his oh thanks Devin have his cast put on, but he was having some extra discomfort under his heel. He felt like a piece of gauze had slipped, and he just had a splint on, and it was really bothersome for him. So he called the office, and the doctor said, "Oh, come on in." So his stitches looked good, so they took them out and casted them. So his foot's a lot, although it's still a large foot, it's a lot smaller. But it was a long day, and for some reason, I had one of the news channels song in my head. Dun 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 dun. It's like an action. We have action news here. What's the action news song? What for in pity's sake? I mean, I could use watercolor pencils, couldn't I? Couldn't I? I'm just trying to see my options, which I have a plethora. A plethora. Does anybody use these? I wanted these scribble sticks, and a couple Christmases ago, my daughter and her family got these for me, and I haven't really used them. Oh, her parents moved to Florida. And so I think she talks to them about, yeah, I would think, okay. I was just so thrilled to get a little greeting from her and to hear from her actually. So I'm going to have to investigate and see if I can. Well, I have her address. I can certainly reach her that way. Oh, they do, Peggy. I mean, I think I tried them a little bit when I first got them, but I think I like the Timmy's better. And once I got them, I thought, why did I want these? So, oh, Peggy's in and out. Drop to give up. Okay. All right, honey. Stay safe out there traveling around. I don't know if you got ice. Oh, Kelly Ann, I am so disappointed with myself because Ron and I were out, for quite a few hours yesterday. And I wanted so much to take a picture of our snow to send you. And I just didn't do it. My phone was in my handbag in the back seat and I didn't do it. I thought you would get a chuckle out of that if I did it. That's a little joke between Kelly and I. Actually, quite a delightful time that Kelly and I had together. We giggled and giggled, and we still giggle. Oh, brother, she says. All right, I'm looking for a nice, maybe I'll just use the pencils and be done with it. I don't know that I have really nice thin tipped markers. Let's see what Timmy. All right, so I've got a nice red here. I'm just doing red and green on the bulbs, on bulbs. Now I don't want to get too terribly carried away with these. Yeah, more Timmys. I need some more colors here. This guy could be sharpened, couldn't he? Okay, so there's that one. Now I know where a sharpener is. Okay. I had 2 electric sharpeners, and I kept one here and one out by my comfy chair, but the one died. It's very sad. There's our Judy. Good morning, Lori, and to all the people and those who celebrate Merry Christmas 1 week for. Oh my gosh. Crazy, right? I find myself saying several times throughout the year, before you know it, it'll be Christmas. And sure enough, it might not fit in this sharpener. These are kind of chubbos. Okay, so if you're not familiar, this is a watercolor pencil. And so now normally, I could save the grounds. Normally I save my grounds. It's not going to fit. Oh, poo-poo. I have several sharpeners. It's just a matter of. Oh, here's a bigger one. Let's do it on paper. It's so nice to have you here because you say, "Oh, good morning, Candy." She's home from PT. Okay, welcome home. It's so nice to have you guys join me because, see, the truth of the matter is, if I'm sitting here at my desk by myself, I talk to myself just like I'm talking to you guys. Now, see, these crumbs, it's watercolor paint, really. So what the frugal, insane person does, she saves these. Let me see if I can quickly find my little box. Oh, it's a miracle. I've got these little boxes like this. I have 2 of them. They're supposed to be, I think, for either watercolor or probably alcohol inks, because you can how do you say, constitute them? You can wet them and use them again. But I had it in my head, if I sharpen these, I do sing to myself. I sing all day long. Drives my husband crazy. Well, he retired. So, well, he's semi-retired. He works from home just a few hours a week. Now the thing is getting it over there. Here we go. So look, I've made myself a palette of Tim Holtz watercolor. This is this color. See, now I'll squirt a little water on there, and that will it'll soak up the water and then just be like a little. You know what I should get? I should get a little pipette. Oh, no, I think we're pushing the envelope on finding a pipette. Truth be told, I did have a little eye drop. I think my eyedropper's over on my cart. I think my spritzer's not working so great here. I know if I dump this water, it's probably going to go all over. Oh, I don't know. Okay, so that's going to, and if I leave it open, the water will evaporate and the paint will settle down a tad. And then I've got like a little paint puddle. So then if I want to use a brush instead of using the crayon, I've got options. You did feel, oh, that just tickles me. That tickles me. All right. I just love that Jingle Bells one. I think that was Bing Crosby, though. Where they spell out the word Jingle Bells. I could sing that all year round. That is just, okay. So now here's the trick. Finding a place where this is going to sit and not spill. All that for a few crumbs of watercolor. But see, I like Timmy's colors, right? So, all right. Now, I didn't pay attention the other day, and I got two greens together. I don't know. And I think you can layer this up too if you want to make it darker. Now, this is not a true Christmas green, but I like this green. Wonder if this is going to work out. Wonder if this is going to work out. So now I want red. Green. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Not too shabby. That'll do. That will do. Now the red wasn't as dull as the green, but this could use a sharpening as well. Now this project will go a lot quicker if I do them all the same. Oh, Patty, I miss Patty. Good morning, Patty. Welcome in. So listen, we have quite a good crowd here. Maybe I should do my giveaway. I've been wanting to do this since the beginning of the year, really. I think it was the beginning of the year I got the idea, use it or lose it. And so I started to put little bits of things in this little expandable accordion file folder thing, just small. Things that I wasn't going to use, so I have to lose it. You're sore? Did you fall? Did I miss it? Did you fall? Oh, no. Oh, Candy's saying, oh, Candy's sore. Oh, honey, you're sore from, I got it from PT. Aw. All right. Kellyanne's feeling better. Nice, nice. Yeah, PT, gotcha. All right, so I think I'm just gonna let this. I mean, I really like that. All right, so now I've got a white gel pen somewhere. I've also had that out this morning. Let's see if the lunatic put that back. Yep, I did. All right, so I want to put the little highlight because that just, I think it just adds to this so much. Little highlight. Now that takes a little time to dry. So now little twinchies or inchies, however you want to say them, they're just to me, there I mean there may be a better definition. Um, but they're little pieces of art. So I'm not crazy about that hole there where I am gonna pin the shrinky dink. So let's see if I can. I'll put a little loop here and a little loop here, and then make a couple little dangles. We'll just make it kind of finish it off that way so it just doesn't look like it's. Yes, you're right. They don't. The covers are sitting aside. All right. So I think for today, I'm just going to move ahead with this. And these, I think I'm just going to put some color in. And then I might fuss with these a little bit a little later and add some berries. And I might use some of Tim's glazes on these. Now, sometimes the other thing I like to do is, especially when I have ink to color around, to come back and ink a darker color, like my vintage photo. I just have to get the right drawer open here. I need a different. Let's see if I have a dauber sitting on my desk, a little finger dauber. That's my straw. I don't want to knock my beverage over. It's easier to get this one. So we're trying to decide whether Ron can do Christmas this year. We think we can get him into my sister's. That's not the problem. The problem is her powder room is very, very small. Very, very small. And he's a tall guy anyway, so that's some of the problem. But the other, of course, the other problem is this big foot. That's the Bigfoot. So I'm just like, we'll just man the door. We'll just, if you can't get the door shut, we'll just man the door. I mean, he's got to do Christmas, right? He's got a size 17 foot. So what do you expect? What do you expect? Yeah, so I should probably get my vintage paste out. I think it will give me a nicer finish. So I might think about that. But that's what that's going to look like with a little shrinky dink hanging from the center. All right. So I've got a stack of them. So I'm very sometimes he wears it. I should say the 16. Sometimes I guess he's 6'4". Well, he was 6'4". He shrunk a little. All right, I think there's 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do 5 and 5 because that's how my brain works. So I thought StreamYard would have like some holiday music that I could play in the background while we're hanging out together. But no. Which deck did I take it from? Oh, heavens. 1, 2, 3, 4. This deck. Green, red, green, red, green, red. So we're going to have Jenny and her friend across the street, Cooper, have a play date when we got home yesterday from our appointments, but we ended up being so late. And traffic was so heavy that didn't work out. So that was kind of a bummer. I'm so glad we didn't tell Jenny ahead of time. She would have been just disappointed. I can't forget to punch the hole. I purchased a lot of these ink pads. I think one time at Goodwill or something that had a whole bunch of different colors in the bag. No, it might have been the lady from Pennsylvania I got them from. Anyway, I don't know why I don't use. How about a foot tall plus a head? How about I'm not getting it, Joyce. Oh, you know what I should show you because some of you weren't here. Devin, did you see what Joyce sent me? I'm going to show Joyce. I'm going to show Joyce's work off again because they're sitting right here. And I gotta make sure my hands aren't too crazy dirty when I pick them up. You're going to freak out. You're going to freak out. Oh, freak out. Okay, so get all these reels that come up, right? And this one gal, I have no idea what her name is. She does all this crazy cooking stuff, like crazy recipes. I guess she makes them up. I don't know where she comes up with these ideas. But you know those tins of cookies? They're like butter cookies and they have the sugar on the top. Some of them are shaped like a pretzel. And they're in a tin and they've got the little paper cups they all sit in, right? So she had a tin of that, 10 of those cookies. She starts out by taking melted butter and dumping it all over the cookies. Then she took the paper out. Don't ask me why she did. I would have taken the paper out first, but so then she's got all the paper, dripping with the butter. To me, the paper must have taken some of the butter, but anyway, then she smashes them all up to make crumbs and presses it all in. I guess she might have, I didn't have the sound on, so I guess she probably baked them for a little, so it made like a crust. And then she took eggnog coffee creamer in a bowl, a package of pudding, which I'm guessing was vanilla. And then she put a little tub of Cool Whip in it. And then she, get a load of this, whoever didn't see it before. Okay. They're stunning. They're just stunning. I just can't tell you how much I love these. They're absolutely stunning. So this stuff here is going to go in this. This is going to be a journal. Oh, Joyce, they're wonderful. So then she put that concoction. She mixed it all together. Oh, she added pumpkin spice, I think, and then she puts that concoction in the refrigerator. And she pulls out her crust, takes a can of cherry pie filling, puts that on top of the crust, and then brings out the pudding type mix that she put in the fridge. Puts that on top. Now, she might have refrigerated it again a little bit, but didn't for the sake of the video, the reel. Then she took spray can whipped cream, the kind, and put little dollops all over, which I'm not sure why she did that because you can't cut it. Then she just spooned it out. But I'll tell you what, it did look good. And I love eggnog. So I'm thinking, oh, yeah, that would work for me. That would work for me. Okay, now I need to punch these holes, which I just forgot and put this back. Okay, we still got a good crowd here. Maybe I should do the giveaway now. It's 11 o'clock. All right, so Kelly, you up to doing a giveaway with me? Hold on, let me get my... Now, the thing of it is, the gals in different countries, and I know 2 of you are here from Canada. Oh, yeah, I have a little to from stamp I'm going to put, I think, on the back. I don't think I could send it the way that it is. I'm not sure how much that would cost, but I can check it. If it's not outrageous, I would send it. But if you happen to win, I can disassemble it, and send like a portion of it. I don't know that I can send all of it, but because it's pretty chubby. It's a pretty chubby. All right, let me see if I can put my hands on it now that I mouthed off about it. I was going to do it the other day, and I didn't have hardly anybody. Here it is. It's sitting right here next to me. So I bought this little plastic thing from Dana Yates. I bought 2 of them. And it's just a little, and I don't even remember all what's in here. But see, there's some fabric and there's some paper and all different kinds of stuff in here. I know I think I added some, I added some of my new passion, my stickers. So a few more things might get added before this goes away. So let's do a winner. Cal, I need you to put in a go, and let's see. There's 17, so let's do 1 through 25, and then I'll do random.org, and we'll pick a number, and whoever wins, I'll send this to you. I've only been promising, I think, since like January, February. Okay. So it's just, little bits and bobs. So whenever you're ready, Cal, and then we'll see who all wants to participate, and we'll go about it that way. If your number is duplicate, it will be the first person with that number that got their number in, and we will do closest to without going over. None of this funny, crazy stuff, going over. And that's just all so confusing to me. So we'll just do it. We'll just do it simple. We'll do it for a simple-minded woman. We'll do it simple. All right. So now while we're doing that, now I have a hard time keeping an eye on, the numbers. And I get confused with numbers. It's not a secret. Not a secret. But Kel's good. Kel's good with numbers. I think I like having 2 in the center there. And I shall get that out either. Oh, see, I got too close there. Now the string I'm not going to save. I'll get that out in the next day or two. That's all that's interested. Is that everybody that's interested? Okay. Get a couple more minutes. Kel, did you put a number in? Oh, yeah, she's got a number. Okay. Sometimes I don't write down. Oh, she's giving us a countdown. She is good. She is good. Where's Judy? Did Judy get one in? She was here. Judy. Bring out the holly. Stuff is in. All righty. All right, now I have to bring up the interweb. That's there. And we'll go to random dot org. Boop. And then I said 1 through 25. And we'll generate. Number 1. Did anybody pick number 1? There's not that many of you that put a number in. So don't think it's a number 1. All right, we'll generate again. Number 5. Number 5, right on the nose, I saw Patty Lane. Oh, Patty Crane. Patty L. Crane. Patty. So this is going to go to Patty. Now, Patty, I don't believe I have your address. So if you will private message me, I'll get that off to you. I'm assuming you're in the States, Patty. Let's put a little tag. I'm sure I will remember, but let's just do it anyway. So as soon as I hear from you, I will pop this. You're in Virginia. Cool beans. All right. I will pop this in the mail. Lovely. Oh, Kel, you know what I forgot to tell you, Kel? My bracelet that you made for me with the beads I chose, it busted. I have it sitting in the kitchen. The string, and I'm very careful as I don't shower with it on and stuff, but I do sleep with them on. It's really dumb. I sleep with them on. I have to stop doing that. So I don't know if I can tie it. I have to look at it again. But I thought I noticed it wasn't on. I know I was showing people online. How about Instagram, Patty? Are you on Instagram or my email address? Let me put my email address in. We could do it that way. Does that work? Hold. Pink Girly on Instagram. But I'm also paintgirly@gmail. So you could send me an email, and that way I can get it to you. Nice. That's great. Okay. All right. So we go to the foot doctor, and there are quite a few people in the waiting area. Other times we've gone, there hasn't been so many folks, but there again, they squeezed us in because he was having some discomfort. So I thought, well, we had a few minutes to, kill time. So I'm on my phone, and I guess a little message pops up from one of my favorite vendors from that one didn't get right. Etsy is having a sale. How about it? Oh, good, Patty. I'm getting too close to the edge, girls. So, of course, I had to have me a look. Oh, well, I'm just wondering if I can replicate it myself. But that's what I want. Fireline. Okay, honey. Maybe I'll get some of that and try it. It's just so, I do have those extra beads too. I was afraid I lost it somewhere and wouldn't find it, but it was on my floor here. So, I mean, it's like I got to tell you, it's like my favorite, my absolute favorite. I just love those beads. Um, so what was I saying? Oh well, I guess it'll come back to me. Oh, so we're in the doctor's office in the waiting room. So I go on, and this one of the vendors that does digitals that I like, she's got everything 75% off. Do you have any idea what that does to me? Everything was like $1. It was less than $1. It was 99 cents. 99 cents. I bought a ton of them because I had the idea of course, shrinkies. Just forget this bottom spot. Got mushy on that one. I just have to show you. I got a couple sitting here. Can I reach them? I gotta move my Angie bowl. So I'm out here like at midnight last night printing because I wanted to try and see how they looked. Now these are kind of wintry. They're not, I mean, you could use them for Christmas, but they're not. This is just one. This is just one digital. Now this is not on the presentation paper. This is shrinky-dink paper. It's not paper, it's plastic. Are they cute or what? They're just wintry. Look at that with the little building. I can't even stand it. Oh, here's some different. Here's a different one. I mean, and these are kind of Christmassy, but they have flowers, so they're not really. Look at these little girls. $0.99, and I can print them whatever I want, as much as I want. I put it, Patty, I put it in my description box. She's called Fabi Art something or other. It's in there, and I put the link to her shop. Now, I think the sale's over. She might run it again. It was only like when I saw it, it was only 6 hours. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be home in 6 hours. I got to shop now. So we're in the doctor's. They're unwrapping his foot. They're putting the cast on, and I'm shopping. Look how cute they are. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I think they're really cute. Look at her. I would kill for legs like that. Just saying. Just saying. Good point, Gail. Very good point. So, so then my husband's so funny. Well, not really. He's kind of dry, but so I come out of the ear appointment. Now, the last couple of days, he keeps. Now he does have. Well, I say something to him. The first thing he always says is, "Huh?" And if I wait a few seconds, he answers me. But sometimes he doesn't get it, and I'm like, I think you should have your ears checked. Well, he's not having it. He doesn't want to do it. So when I go to my appointment, I'm telling this to my new friend Jamie, who's helping me with these hearing aids. And I said, I want him to have his ears tested. And she said, yeah, well, he could do it. He could get his ears tested. And I'm like, well, I don't know if he'll do it. And she said, well, actually, if he does, you'll get a $100 gift card. I'm like, what? She said, yeah, you'll get $100 gift card if he gets the hearing test. She said, so a lot of times, people will go for it because they'll get the gift card. So I go hustling out to the car, right? Okay, Devin. Geez, thanks for coming in. It was nice to see you. And thanks for my picture of Lucy. So I go hustling out to the car. So I said to him, guess what? Jamie said, if you get your, I know, right? That's what Jamie said. I said, if you get your hearing checked, I get $100 gift card. He's like, really? I'm like, yes. And he said, well, I don't know how that would work with our insurance. I said, don't worry about the insurance. If she said it's the truth. And I don't even think you have to have the hearing test done here. You know, you could probably have it done anywhere. So then he says, I'm not getting my ears checked. There's nothing wrong with my hearing. I said, but I will get, are you not listening? I will get $100 gift card. And he says, I'll give you the $100. And I said, I'll take it. Can you believe him? I'll give you the $100. I don't know. He's like a crazy person. All of a sudden. He does have some hearing loss. He definitely has some hearing loss. I mean, this guy, he really does not have what I would call a sense of humor, but every once in a while he comes out with a good one. I'm like, really? Just cracked me up. All right, stamped. Now for the wire. Okay, have a good day. She's off. All right, so I'm going to go and just, I don't know, make this sound with my mouth every time I should have put a little curly cue in there. if you can still get these stamps. This is just, I mean, this is one of my favorites. Oh, this one, look. I should have went that way, man. No, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. Go back to the very beginning. Okay, put a little loop here for our little ribbon. I'm quite pleased with that. They turned out cute. I wish the hole punch was a little smaller, but I don't have a real tiny hole punch, you know? So then, of course, I wanted to get Chinese for dinner. I've been hungry for some wonton soup. Well, I put a little curl in that one. And by the time we would have gotten home, the dog had been home by herself all that time and, needed to go out and all that jazz. So we just stopped and got fast food. So I did another deal. I said to him, how about this? How about we get fast food? Really, Candy? My mom was the same way. My mom wouldn't wear hers. And I just wish she was still here for a lot of different reasons. But for one, so I could ask her, Mom, why didn't you wear them? I don't know what hers looked like. My dad was still alive when she got them. So that was quite a few years ago. And so I don't know whether they were different and whether they were uncomfortable. Now, I have issues with, I had shared before that my canals, this gal told me my canals are really small, like the size of a kid. Oh, really, Vale? Yeah, I don't know why they were stubborn. Yeah, because I can't really wear earbuds, so I was so apprehensive, and I have put this off for so many years. But I really can't tell they're in. The only reason I really well, I can hear, but the only reason I really know that they're in is because if I put my glasses on, I hit them because there's the outside part sits on the top of your ear. And sometimes when I'm chewing or smiling, if my hair moves, my hair touches them, and I'm reminded that they're there. But the little wire part goes way up in the top of my ear, not like where the earbud would go. So they're very comfortable. Now, when I went into the waiting room, when I went into the waiting room yesterday, the little reception girl, she was making reminder calls for people that had appointments, and I could hear her hitting the buttons. When you use like a landline phone, and you pushing the buttons to dial the call. I could hear her go beep 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 beep. I'm like, what? I could not believe it. Now I have not been in a group or restaurant setting yet to see how that works, because that's one of my. He's a cheeky devil. It's only your voice you can't hear. See, I have an app, so I can make adjustments, which I haven't done because everything is just swell. Now, our cookie day was canceled because of the weather, and I was looking forward to seeing what it would be like, with a bunch of people around a bunch of people, and how that was going to go. So it'll have to wait till Christmas. But supposedly, I can go in and to block off background noises so I can concentrate on voices and the people that are in front of me. But, I haven't really messed around with the app. because I haven't had to. Now, my husband still mumbles, so there's some of that I'm still not getting. And like I said to Jamie, I was out here in my room and he was in his bedroom talking to me. And I could hear that he was talking, which was a change, but I couldn't make out what he was saying. That was, I mean, that would be like crazy good. But for an everyday setting, it would be too loud. I can hear the ice cubes drop in the refrigerator, and it's just like it's amazing. My I know he says he doesn't mumble, but he does. I have witnesses. Um, so we've got an end table, in the living room next to the chair where he sits. And then all of a sudden I'll hear this horrifying noise. I'm like, what is that noise? And he gets laughing. It was just him sitting down his plate or his glass and moving it across the top of the table. It's like crazy. They're crazy good. Yeah, Kel's a witness. I cannot believe how happy I am with them. I never would have thought. Never would have. All right, so I'm doing this here. Of course, this can get tedious, but I need to get these done. I get more done when I'm hanging out with you guys. Because, I mean, I'm definitely ADD. So easily distracted. Kel's also a witness to my singing and my nonsense. And she still hangs out with me. I don't know if Teresa's here. Teresa said she left me a message and said she's not been feeling well. So if you're out there, dear Teresa, hello, we love you, and I hope you're feeling better. Look, I forgot to put one there. It's the bottom. I forgot the bottom. Because he loves me. He's a good friend. Ooh. Gosh. This is just so silly, but I really like these. I really like this stamp. So a little while back, I was telling you and showing you things. I think I showed you a video of that gal because her name, I thought it was all one name. And Kel said, no, I think it's two names. And of course, she was right. Uh, Aisha, I think she might say it, Aisha Khan. Well, she's working on a new journal. And the old journal, I could not find a video that showed how she put it together and how she did her pages. But she just posted the new one. I think it's a winter theme. The new one, she showed how she covered the book. So great. So I'm hoping she'll do a reel and show how she does her pages. Because her pages, if you don't remember or know who I'm talking about, her pages are, I guess you would say they're organic because they're like leather and fabric. This journal is so very different. Okay. I'm down to the last one. To do all the bows? Yeah. All right, here we go. Oh, so I forgot to tell you about the deal. So, well, that was one of my husband's complaints too. We have to have closed caption, and I'm always like, can you do something? So I'm not like looking at the TV all the time. He says the TV's got to be so loud. Of course, it didn't sound loud to me. Look, I forgot another one. Um, I mean, if I'm honest, I still don't hear the TV as great as I would like to. But we're going to get, and our TV isn't one that can be connected to Bluetooth. If it was connected to Bluetooth, I could sync these to the TV. So of course there's something you can get. How do I do this? This one's just gonna be loose. That it will sync to the unit, and then the unit then syncs to the TV. So anyway, we're starving. It's getting late. The dog's been, without a potty break for hours. I mean, she's really good, but we feel bad when we have to leave her for all those hours. Anyway, so I said, "So how about this? So how about we do a fast food thing tonight, and then Friday night we get the Chinese." I'm a deal maker. I'm a deal maker. So I'll get my wonton soup tomorrow. All right, so now I'm just going to color these in. Using them as a pencil. Now, of course, I could use my color pencils, but they're out by my comfy chair. I didn't think to bring them in, of course. Now, these are all going to be different because I didn't really, I think, because I didn't count how many bulbs. I did not count the bulbs. See, I always pick up green. I always start with green when I'm coloring a picture. Greens is always the first color that I use, no matter what I'm coloring. I decide what's going to be green, and that's what gets colored first. All right, so that one's a little different. It's all right. It's all right. Okay, Gail, thanks for coming in. It was nice to see you. Have a great holiday. Happy New Year if I don't see you. Probably will see you, but I forgot to say it to Devin. I kind of smushed that bulb. I guess it would be fun to do one all different colors, wouldn't it? Like these are the kind of bulbs my grandma had. I had it in my mind I wanted these bulbs. What did I want them for? I think I wanted to paint on them. Like little reindeers or snowmen, or when I was painting light bulbs. So I found somebody on Facebook Marketplace. So it wasn't too far from us that had a whole box of them for a couple of bucks. And Ron says, "You want to do what?" I said, "I want to go get them. I want to go get them bulbs." Oh, this man, he's so good to me. All right, I'll take you because I'm directionally challenged. It's a struggle for me. Gail can attest to that too. Anyway, so off we go. Lady had a big, beautiful home. She comes out. She opens the garage doors. The garage is packed. And she's got this box of old bulbs like this, sitting in the box, ready to go. And she's like, "Oh, thank you for taking these." She said, I didn't want to throw them out. We're all the same." She said, "All this here, it was all fabric. Tub after tub after tub of fabric." And she said, "And I have a sewing room upstairs." She said, That's all filled. This is the overflow." I'm like, "Oh my gosh." She said, "I keep telling my kids, if I die, do not throw this away. Give it to people, take it to Goodwill." She said, "I know it's just going to go out on the curb." This is a stranger I'd never met before. We're like all the same. Sisters from another mother. All right, let's see. Why do I feel like, where are my other? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing a red. Well, I did that red one. Was that one of the 5? I don't think it was. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can use that one, but that was my sample. Did I knock one on the floor? Ay, 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 ay. Maybe I don't know. We're going backwards this time. I'm getting dizzy. So then my brain says to me, "I'm so dizzy, my head is spinning." These probably would look good with a little Timmy glaze on them, because then they would be shining like real, like, they'll look shiny like real bulbs. Oh, and I'd have to do it. Should we? What time is it? 11:36. Maybe we should do one just to see. All right, where do we have my glazes? That's the question. That's the $1,000,000 question. All right, so these all have the green. Now I need to do the red, but I want to try that. Okay, so this is my sample. Now this is messy. This is messy. That's all right. We have made messes before. Okay, I just have to think. Now I know I had a couple over here, but I think they have colors. And I don't want a color. Well, I don't want the wrong color. That's wax. I think I put this one away. Oh, no. Here's one. I wonder how bad this will look. See, this is very light. This is antique linen. This might work. Now, see, I need something. Now, like I've said this several times, people use water. Now, if I use water, that's going to move that. I don't know that it matters. I don't know that it matters. Let's just give it a go. Water. I'll just put up, please excuse my grimy, the painty cap. I've got use this for painting and for stamping on my jelly plate, and so I've got paint on it. What did I put in here? Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay, here we go. I don't want it to be super wet. Super wet. I guess I should be able to do the highlight. Oh, look, see what's happening? Because it's watercolor. All right, do all the greens, Laura. Do all the greens. Sprinkle. You can't sprinkle with. I got to get it while they're wet. Just try to tap it on. Just tap it on. This is crazy, right? All right, tweezers. I had tweezers earlier today. They usually aren't there. Have they fallen? Fallen. Do, 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 do. Whoop. Not sure if it's better to do them all at once. Then I'll be able to tell. I might have to get the clear. Oh, Patty, great idea. Multitasking. Good job. Whoops, I don't think that one was wet. Do, 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 do. Now this is pretty light color, so I'm just wondering. I think the green and red's going to show through. I think I got a little bit on each one. All right, let's clean up on aisle 3. I don't want to touch that and knock off the powder. Now I do have a dauber with the sticky where the, now see the other problem is going to be this is plastic and I don't want that to melt. So I've got to come up with a different plan. Maybe I could sit it in here. Will it fit? Bingo dingo. That might work. I think I just snuck it. All right, now I'm going to add heat. I'm trying not to burn my fingers. Wow. The metal heats up quick. Yeah, I don't think it's really doing anything. Well, maybe a little. Oh, I've got to do a better job with the water. Can you see? You're going to say, no, no, no. It's okay. I'm okay. Guess I should have brushed off that dust there a little bit, but I think it looks cute. They look like real bulbs, right? Of course, the clear would be better. Wow, that stays warm a while. I was thinking part of this is plastic, but it's the bottom part that's plastic, which would also melt. So I'm going to finish these up, and then I'm going to come back and do that because see, I like it, you know. And then what I'll do is I'll get to my embossing supplies, and I'll get the real stuff out. I don't know, what do they call that stuff? It's It's not an extender, but it stays wet longer. Water dries pretty quick. So, yeah, I like that. See, and then it's an art supply that I don't usually use very often, so that's a good thing too. And then I'll pin her on. Well, not her. I'll pin, what I'm going to use on. That she's not going. I need ones that are in the middle. And then of course the shrinky will be real shiny because I'm going to put the that stuff on it. That stuff I can't remember what it's called. Resin. Woo, got it. Okay, so now I need my red pencil. How did my highlight survive? I could go back and redo that, I guess, but I don't know if it's worth doing the highlight before or yeah. Well, you can still see it. So it's getting to be, I have to do the gold too. Can't forget that. It's getting to be feeding time here at the zoo. So I'll make sure I look for Patty's address. So these are fun. I started to say, and of course I didn't finish because I'm all over the place. These can be part of a cluster. G3, how are you, my dear? How are you doing? How you feeling? Oh, good. Thank you, Patty. Are you healing well? Gosh, I lose my train of thought a lot. Brenda, all week, my husband and I have been off. For me, we blame it on retirement. I think it's just our brain. Happy to get back to your schedule so you know what day it is. My neighbor Betty and we used to always say that, what's today? And she'd say it's Wednesday. And I'd say, no, we did the trash last night. Oh, that's right, it's Thursday. Heavens. I still can remember it was my grandson's birthday. And I was chatting with my sisters. And I said, oh my gosh, I forgot today was Jack's birthday. And my sister Nancy said, you forgot your grandson's birthday? And I said, no, I know when his birthday was. I just didn't know today was the 8th. That's the problem. So I'm going to finish these up, my dear ones. Brenda said, I'm feeling that's wonderful. I missed the feeling very well part, just as she's happy to get back to the classroom. That's great. I think I put Judy to sleep, maybe. Oh, Judy bug. All right, I'm going to cut out. I'll finish these up, grab some lunch, and Then I'm probably going to be working on shrinky dinks this afternoon. I'm going to pop some in the oven. Then I got to put the resin on it. Okay, January 6th. I'm going to write that down, Brenda. I found my prayer book. And then I can put it in my phone too. Because see, then I'll get a notice. I've been starting to do that, so I'm doing a better job of, I got the surgery day in there. Let's see, where's I don't want to write in white. I don't know how one individual can lose a pen so many different times during a day. Let's do green. Oh, you do, Brenda? What do you need? Send me a message. I can send you some dinks. I can send you dinks. Well, you said that's January 6th? Oh, thank you, Val. January 6th. Now I gotta remember, I'll leave this open. So remember, I gotta put that in my phone. So I remember. Oh, you want to make some? I was showing the girls earlier, this little girl. I don't want to give away my whole. Well, I printed some from digitals I purchased. Now you can, well, there's my marker and there's my pinchers, my little tweezers. Of course you can stamp them, and color them, and it just depends on. But I didn't realize you could print on a certain kind of shrink-a-dink paper. So that's an option. But look at this guy. Now, I know not everybody likes gnomes, but to me, he's yummy. Now, of course, he's not shrunk yet. So he's going to be small. Maybe we should shrink him while I'm yapping about it. Let's shrink him. See. Okay, so you see his size. Let's see. Okay, so he sits on my fingers. Okay. He's a little smaller than my fingers, but you'll get the idea, I think. All right. This plastic mat's my trouble today. All right. You know what? I'm going to do the tin again, but I'm not going to touch it. I just don't want this to melt. I need some kind of a. Where is my? Well, that probably would melt too. I think a book would work. Or just some pages. Let's just use some paper. Let's use paper and hope we don't make a fire. I don't think it will through the tin. Now I'm going to hold on to him with this. Because they dance around. Now I'm going to do mine in the oven, which they really turn out great that way. But I'm going to use my heat tool so we can do this together. And heat this up a little bit. And then I just start applying the heat kind of all over him, and then he'll start to dance around. We should. It's taking longer than normal. Oh, maybe I did shrink him. Maybe I'm lying to you. I don't mean to lie to you. See, I was up at midnight doing this. Well, it can get dicey with the heat tool because they dance around, they spin, Let me get, wait a minute, I got a whole basket of them that have to be done. Hold on. Get one of the bigger ones so we can see. Here's an. Oh yeah, he's already shrunk. Okay. Look, I'm so silly. Okay, I got to punch a hole. This guy's not going to fit in there. So he is shrunk. But isn't he darling? I just think he's darling. Well, it didn't hurt him any. He just warmed him up a little bit more. I did raise 2 functioning adults. That's all I can say. Good thing I was younger when I did it. I mean, I was older, but younger than now. You did, Joyce? $1 million a month? There we go. Oh, I bet you they were adorable. You know, he's going to stick to the paper. See how crazy they get? I got to move it down here, guys. I'm going to melt my plastic. I forgot about the paper. He's going to stick to the paper. I'm a mess today. If you don't keep the heat on them, they end up sticking to themselves. Doing the oven is the way to go. But see, Lori's always in a rush. Hold on. Yeah, you told us that before, Candy. But I don't have an oven just for crafts. And I don't do that many. I wonder if we have an old toaster oven out in the garage. I could ask. Look, I'm making a mess of this. Hold on. Candy is exactly right. I mean, she knows what she's doing because she did it for years as a teacher. All right, I'm looking for my stamping block. Good grief, good grief. Just dumped the water all over. This is a shrink-a-dink gone wrong. I think if I reheat them, yeah, that's a good idea. I wonder if I do I wonder if we do still have my old one. La 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 la. I'm going to stay calm. I'm going to stay calm. I'm going to stay calm. I had my great big, there it is. I didn't pull the drawer out far enough. This is glass. Let's see if I can get them to flatten out even still. There he goes. He's moving. He's moving. I can't really see him. I apologize. I gotta hold the heat on till he starts moving again. He's so cute. He glued himself back together. Now, I wonder if he'll straighten out if I put him in the oven. Hold on, I'm gonna put him aside. Let's do another one. I gotta change him. This one I gotta punch a hole. Oh, the oven? Oh. Oh, that's an idea, isn't it? We replaced the one I think I have one in the garage. Now the candies. She said it before, but I didn't think about. Gonna make this work. And of course, you can do a whole bunch in the oven at one time. And I know that's one at a time deal. This one's sticking to himself too. Come on, buddy. Girls, I don't know why I'm having such a hard time today. Although the day didn't start out very well either, so there's that. Now, don't do this because you'll burn your fingers. But I kind of have like asbestos fingers. I can't believe you can get an oven for $24. Well, ovens just for shrinky dinks, I'm sure, are a lot more than that. $24. I was looking, I could swear when Colleen did this, and CK Art, when she did this, she had like a flat mallet that had a handle that she flattened hers out with. But I couldn't find that either. Of course, I didn't know what to call it. I would tamp them down. To me, they're fun and they're just delightful. Of course, when you stamp them and color them in yourself, they turn out really cute too. Where's my little knife? Oh, there he goes. Of course, now he's on the floor. Oh, I found my Sharpie pen. It was in my basket with my shrinky dinks. There he is. I like to put them on a pin so that I can pin them places. So that big piece of plastic shrunk down to fit right there on my fingers. But isn't he cute? He's so cute. Oh, you did? Oh my goodness. The toaster oven we have is so difficult. You got to push the big button, then you have to turn the knob, then you have to hit the little digital thing underneath, and you have to be a midget to look at it because it's just. I can do a lot of things. I have the patience for a lot of things, but things like that toaster oven, I don't have the patience for. It makes me nuts. But anyway, on that frustrating note, thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with me. I just appreciate it so much. You just don't know. I mean, it's so nice to have company while you're working at your desk. And then I can talk and I'm not, like crazy. Although my hearing aid girl said, you talk out loud because that will help you get used to your new device. So, all right. Well, I hope Sunday morning I'll be able to see you again. I'm not sure. I hope you might want to go to church. So my schedule might change on Sunday, at least for a little while. And yeah, it was nice to see you. I'm glad you're doing so well. That's terrific. And remember Teresa, she's under the weather. So that being said, have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. Until next time, take time to be creative. Enjoy the journey. Bye bye for now.